Scorpion Racing coming back at you with an update. When we left off this weekend, we got our ignition system in and our relays. So we got everything hooked up. Oh yeah, ignition coil. We got all that hooked up and wired in. Our ignition box and our two relays for the fan and for the water pump. And we put in this inside kill switch to cut the power in case we needed it. Yesterday we got a cooling fan in and we put the distributor in. Oh yeah, I forgot the water pump. We also got that in Saturday. Mr. Gasket water pump. And what they sent me, which I don't understand, they sent me these. So I had to go to Lowe's and purchase some hardware to put the water pump on. So what I ended up doing was, plan was to put studs in them, and bolts on the bottom, because the screws wouldn't fit. The long screws wouldn't go through on the bottom. But we ended up doing 3 because the top screw wouldn't go in right. That's the regular screw, and then we had 2 studs on the bottom. So we finally got it in, and we put the distributor in yesterday. We tested the box for spark to make sure it was working. Pretty simple to do. Just ground out the distributor wire and take the coil to ground it out. Take the distributor wire, ground it, and you get spark. So it's working. Yeah, that's pretty much all we got accomplished for the weekend. Just a lot of wiring, and we wired up. Probably can't see that, but there's another wire that's gonna be a push button for the launch control for the ignition box. So that's pretty much the whole ignition system is in and it's ready to go. So today's project is going to be something I'm kind of excited about. We just got a couple of packages in. We got some new valve covers. From Holly. I think they're gonna look super cool on the little 302. Well, these are kind of bigger than the other ones, but they should fit. And we got our aluminum radiator came in. Frostbite. little bit bigger than I thought it would be, but hey, we ain't gonna have no cooling issues with this thing. So what we're gonna have to do is weld some tabs up here to hold it up, and probably come from here to the top to lock the radiator in. We're gonna run the fan from the back side. And last but not least, we're gonna move the transmission cooler that I had here right in front of the tire, so when it leaks it gets up on the tire. We're gonna move that to the front. Of the radiator. So that is the plan for, I don't know, probably today and the rest of the weekend. Oh yeah, we got one radiator hose in today. I can't remember if this is the top or the bottom. We got another one supposed to be here tomorrow. And believe it or not, also while I was shopping on the website, Holly, I found some nitrous parts. We found the plate, carbureted plate on sale. So I ordered it and a couple of miscellaneous nitrous fittings so I can build a nitrous kit. But I'm not gonna get the bottle and all that stuff yet. Got some other stuff I want to finish first. So, long story short, we got the ignition box in, wired up. We got the ignition coil in, hot wired. We got a distributor in, set to number 1, and we spent years working on the water pump, but we got it in, ready to go. So now we're gonna change out our valve covers. I think those are gonna look a lot cooler than the factory Fords, and we're gonna get our radiator in. And man, that should be it for a minute. And then we're gonna get the headers put on at some point, I guess, maybe at the end of the month, the beginning of the month. And the push button switch for our launch control on the 2-step. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but these 2 wires here, it's gonna be where the button is. So we've been pretty busy. Holly makes some nice boxes too. All that stuff is Holly, all white boxes. But anyway, gonna read over these instructions. The fan is already wired up. I wired it up yesterday, so all we gotta do is mount it to the radiator, and we should be good to go. So the next step is gonna be to fire this thing up. It'll be all we wait on. Then we will, I guess we'll move on to the rear end. Scorpion out.